might have to dig on Elon just a little bit here.
Go ahead.
Man, this is fascinating for a lot of reasons. So
I agree.
Times are changing, right? One way or the other.
Big time.
What we are talking about on this very program 6 months from now will be a change from where we are today with the vehicle world, with the EV world, with all of it. And in particular, we got some Tesla Cybertruck news. This is a real head scratcher, by the way, if you're just joining us. Say hi to Jay over there, everybody. I'm Keith. This is the Counter Show. Welcome in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. You'll get notified when we do our next update on this very topic. Now, Jay, so news dropped by way of several astute website watchers, I guess.
Yeah, I think Car and Driver was involved in some of this stuff. Car Scoops, they've dropped some information out there on us, and what has already become a very competitive sector of the EV market, EV sector, not just EVs in general, but this particular sector, which is the pickup trucks. Elon came to the table with the Cybertruck and made a lot of promises on delivery. While in the meantime, he's making promises on delivery, Rivian comes out and actually went to production and delivered the first all-electric, battery-electric pickup truck. That happened. Now you have Ford with the F-150 Lightning that has sold over 200,000 or taken over 200,000 reservations. They've had to close reservations because of that, so that they can meet the already high demand. You can check out our last podcast over at PartsCounterGuru.com and check out episode 111. We talk specifically about this, or you can go to YouTube.com/PartsCounterGurus and check out the video where we talk about Ford and their production and pricing and the live configurator that's out there already. And now we've got Chevrolet that comes out with the Silverado EV, which kind of twisted me a little bit because it doesn't look like the regular Silverado. They kind of tweaked it a little bit. They're kind of following the lines of maybe the GMC Hummer.
That's what I would have done. I would have branded the EV side. This is where you and Sideshot sort of are like, with the Ford, you were like, it's got to look like a Ford, or the Lexus, it's got to look like a Lexus. And I'm like, no, make it look like a completely different.
Make it look like an electric truck. And I mean, did not Elon make it look like something out of the future?
So the Cybertruck, which sort of started the whole electric truck thing, right, movement, somebody noticed that they've completely pulled all references to the Cybertruck off of, in terms of production data.
Right.
Not pictures, not media, not press, but production information has been taken down from the website. Now, there could be a lot of reasons for this, everybody. It could be that they've got new production information and they're about to put that back up, and it just is going to take them a few days to do that. It could be that they're waiting on some supply chain information to update before they can put that new information out. Or it could be something much worse, like they're not sure they're going to be able to bring this into production right away. And it could end up being 5 years out, and so they've just taken it off the website.
Right, but I will say this. They did, there is that speculation that it will begin in 2022 and deliver in 2023. Tesla is still accepting $100 deposits that are refundable, unlike Ford, who has closed the reservation portal. They're no longer taking reservations for the 2022 F-150. I would imagine that once they get into production and they have satisfied a lot of those orders, they'll begin taking orders again just to kind of see where it goes. But production will ramp up on it, and I guarantee the price is going to change from what he initially said as well, as we've seen with both, GM and Ford on some of the models where the prices have kind of gone up a little bit than what we expected or what they initially said. So
yeah, you gotta. So they've removed, specifically the thing that's the most concerning is that they've removed the claim that production would happen in 2022.
Right.
And that's not saying it won't, but Tesla is not saying it will.
No.
At this point, they've removed that commentary.
Yep, they've just basically removed that from their website, which is an indicator of they're probably sitting back. They're going to talk to their investors and, see how it goes.
Now, interestingly enough, since you mentioned investors, since this was announced, the stock has dropped overall 7.5%. So roughly in the past 5 days, it's down 7.5%.
That's not too bad in comparison to something else we're going to talk about.
It's sort of like investors aren't really fazed by it, and either they haven't noticed yet or it hasn't hit the news cycles yet because people aren't watching us.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see where this will go. But look, automakers have challenges. People are. We talked about the chip status, which is probably a big factor. And then, of course, battery production is a big factor. That's got to be a big factor.
Well,
lithium.
And look, Jay, you could be onto something there. They could be on the verge of a battery technology breakthrough, and they're waiting on that to shake loose before they begin production on a Cybertruck, because if he, let's say it's solid state, if he has the ability to go toward a solid state scenario, he has now one-upped Ford, even Rivian, right? Because they're all committed to that first generation lithium battery tech.
And we've said this all along in many podcasts and in many videos that we've put out there talking about battery technology, that seems to be the one continuously changing or piece being moved on the chessboard, if you will, or goalpost being moved, however you want to refer to this. Because
cheese.
it constantly,
I like cheese. Move my
you
cheese.
Like cheese? Moving cheese, yeah. That there's, we worry about the lithium, being able to mine that, getting the lithium and all the other, exotic alloys. But graphite is also one of those that I don't think people realize who holds the keys to that as well. So there are so many moving pieces to this thing that could be causing this. But they still say, Elon did go, this was like in a recent, their stockholders meeting, said that the Cybertruck will be built at their new factory in Austin, Texas, which is what do they call it? Gigaplant? Is that what they call it? Gigaplant or something? Or?
Yeah, the gigafactory. Yeah.
Gigafactory. They're saying this thing is going to have 500 plus miles of range and reach 60 miles an hour in under 2.9 seconds in its top tri-motor configuration. And I can believe that.
They've said a lot. We'll see. Now, maybe I'll throw one other possible scenario at you. This is getting ridiculous, but maybe Elon's waiting on his rockets to find the right asteroids that he can use to mine that lithium or whatever space. Maybe they've got a line on a new space element. It's going to I don't know, man. I could just see this turning into a movie at some point, everybody. So make sure you're subscribed.
Boy. Yes.